Hey there! So you just got your hands on a new UV17 handheld radio, and you're itching to get on the air, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This is your super fast guide to getting set up and talking in just a couple of minutes. We're going to skip that big old manual for now. Let's dive in.
First things first, let's be clear. This is not your average walkie-talkie. The UV17 is a really capable radio. I mean, we're talking about something used by everyone from farmers and security teams all the way to serious hikers and radio hobbyists who need something they can count on when they're way off the grid. It's powerful, but it's also designed to be easy to use.
Okay, so let's talk about the user manual. It's thorough, really thorough. But look, our mission here is to blow past all that for now and get you from unboxing to your first transmission as fast as humanly possible. We're just going to cover the absolute must-knows so you can get started safely and with confidence.
All right, section 1. And before we even think about putting this thing together, we have to talk about safety. Seriously, I know you're excited to fire it up, but this is hands down the most important part of this whole guide. This is all about keeping you safe and making sure you're using it legally. So please, stick with me here for a minute.
Look, the folks who made this radio are crystal clear about these warnings, and for a really good reason. When you operate a transmitter like this, you're taking on a bit of responsibility for yourself and for everyone else using the airwaves. So let's break down exactly what you need to know.
Okay, this right here, this is the big one. Do not, I repeat, do not press that transmit button unless you have the right license for where you live. It's not a suggestion, it's a requirement. Transmitting on frequencies you're not supposed to can mess with emergency services, and the legal trouble you can get into is no joke. We're talking big fines, even jail time, so please, make sure you're licensed. All right, next let's talk about RF safety. It sounds complicated, but it boils down to two super simple rules. Rule number 1, when you're transmitting, that's when you're holding the button down and talking, keep the radio about an inch away from your body. Easy enough. Rule number 2 is even easier. Your total time spent talking should never be more than 50% of the total time the radio is on. Think of it like a real conversation. You gotta listen at least as much as you talk.
And here are the places where you just don't use the radio. Period. We're talking fuel depots or gas stations, anywhere near blasting zones, close to medical devices like pacemakers, and definitely not on an airplane. In any of these spots, the radio needs to be all the way off. Not just quiet, powered down.
Okay, we got the serious safety stuff out of the way. Now for the fun part. Let's actually get this thing put together. It's time to unbox and assemble your new UV17.
So pop open that box. Let's do a quick inventory check. You should see the main radio body, right? Then there's the battery pack, the antenna, a belt clip, the charging dock, a little lanyard, and yep, there it is, the user manual we're happily ignoring for now.
Putting this together is a breeze. It'll take you like 30 seconds. First, grab the antenna. Screw it on clockwise to that little connector on top. Just make it snug. No need to go crazy with it. Next, the battery. Line it up on the back, push it in till you hear it click. Then just tighten that little screw on the bottom to keep it secure. Last step, use the 2 screws they gave you to pop on the belt clip. Boom, done. You're fully assembled.
All right, your radio is built. Now let's take a quick look around it so you know what all the buttons and knobs do and what the screen is telling you.
Okay, so the grand tour. That big button on the side, that's your push to talk, or PTT. That's the one you'll be using the most. Up top, the knob does double duty. It's your power switch and your volume control. Right in the middle, you can't miss that nice color screen. And check this out, this is super convenient. There's a USB Type-C port right on the battery itself. Love that.
So what's the screen telling you? You'll see some key icons pop up. If you see an H, M, or L, that's your power setting, high, medium, or low. See a D? That just means dual watch is on, so you're listening to 2 channels at the same time. A little key icon means your keypad is locked so you don't pocket dial. And the battery icon, well, I think you can figure that one out. It's pretty straightforward.
All right, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's actually make a call. This is what it's all about. And honestly, it couldn't be simpler.
5 simple steps. Here we go. 1. Turn the top knob clockwise. You'll hear it click. That's power on. 2. Keep turning that same knob to get the volume where you want it. 3. Press and hold that big PTT button on the side. The little light on top will glow red. That means you're transmitting. 4. Talk. Speak clearly into the microphone from about an inch or 2 away. And 5. When you're finished talking, just let go of the PTT button. The red light goes out. If someone's talking back, it'll turn green. And that's it. You just made your first call. So you know how to talk and listen. That's the main thing. But this little radio has a few other cool tricks hiding inside.
Let's check out some of the extra features that make it so handy. See that button on the side, right above the main PTT button? Give that a quick press. Bam! You've got a pretty decent little flashlight built into the bottom. Super useful. Now, if you press and hold that same button, you're going to get an emergency alarm. It's a loud siren and a flashing light. It's a really great safety feature to have, just in case.
Okay, ever heard of VOX? It stands for Voice Activated Transmission. Basically, it's hands-free mode. You turn it on, and you don't have to touch the PTT button at all. The radio just listens, and as soon as you start talking, it transmits for you. This is an absolute game changer if your hands are full. You know, if you're climbing or driving or just working on something.
Charging this thing is also really smart. You've got two options. You can use the desktop charging cradle that it came with, the traditional way, or, and this is awesome, you can just plug a regular USB Type-C cable right into the battery. That means you can charge it from a power bank, your car, your computer, basically anywhere. It's so much more flexible.
And hey, it's not all business. When you have some downtime, there's another neat feature built right in, an FM radio. Yeah, with just a button press, you can flip over and listen to your favorite music or news station. It's a pretty nice little extra to have when you're just kicking back.
And that's pretty much it. In just a few minutes, you've unboxed it, put it together, and you know how to use all the main features. You are officially ready to communicate safely and effectively with your UV17. So I guess there's only one question left. Where's the first adventure?